Psychologically, there's an impact that happens when you own a home that's safe enough for you to live in. Financially, there's an impact that happens when you can actually afford to live in the neighborhood that you work in. There's a lot to be said for being able to see your kid catch a bus to school and you don't have to drive them to a better neighborhood that's 20 minutes and it takes a highway to get there. The work we do is so real and it's so important to just day-to-day living. You don't have to wait 20 years to see the effect. You can see it in 2 months. It's right there. And I didn't have that growing up. I didn't know that when you navigate poverty and you navigate homelessness, that you're also learning how to navigate, how to exist in unsafe environments and conditions.
Where I'm from, little black girl from the projects, you don't think about home ownership. We were never really hopeful about home ownership and what that meant. But I knew that in the back of my mind, I wanted something different, and eventually made my own mistakes and ended up in low-income housing with my own kiddo. And I would tell him, this isn't it for us, because I understand that we don't always pass on hope to our kids. Sometimes it's negativity and all of the other feelings and things that comes along with poverty. And I understood that I had to show him that and model that for him.
It was 50 years ago that a woman's name could be on the title without a man. Just 50 years ago. It's easy to miss what fundamental foundational change really is. Project I See You doesn't leave that out. We're not just doing things on the surface.
Project I See You is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We got our start in 2009 in the Dominican Republic. That is where we got our proof of model, that when you invest in women, it transforms a community. We have always been about women and ownership. This is our mission. This most recent initiative, Shared Power, is where most of our focus is right now. It is up to $10,000 grants for female first-time homeowners. It's so much more than a grant. It is education, it is community like we have never seen come together. And it is what is allowing women to realize that they have something that they can build, that they can then pass on.
You know, when these women are showing up, we're also getting them thinking of what's my give back? You know, like what's an area that I'm so strong in that I can wake up and be that bridge into glory for someone else.
And I think that's the biggest differentiator is these cohorts, communities of women who have similar goals and similar experiences and have experienced similar challenges working alongside professionals and other community members. We get to be there to help impact and minimize the wealth gap that's been created by predatory and discriminatory lending and real estate practices.
A lot of these people have stories of, only if my mom had this type of help, how different would my life have looked? You know, only if my grandmother had received this type of help, how different would my own mother's life had looked?
Hadn't really looked into home ownership. I was probably like a lot of different people who are like, that's not really something that I can do because I'm a statistic or whatever reason you give yourself for why you can't do it. I got pretty much all the way up to the end, and then Project I See You was really the last piece of the puzzle, and it really felt divine. Even the name is like, I see you, knowing that they have a stable place, the same place to return to at the end of a long day is what homeownership is for me.
I got a chance to tell my son, you know what? You get to walk through and choose your room. My kiddo is wheelchair bound. She just turned 13. She has cerebral palsy. And so what that meant for her is that I was able to choose a room and put her in a home that could be modified for her comfort. These are the things that I want to do for my kids, and now I'm in a position to do it. But to give him hope was everything.
Homeownership in general, there's a sense of pride, there's a sense of confidence that comes with it. Just be a part of that experience for someone. The fulfillment, you can't put a price tag on that. It takes me back to the little boy that I was. That I played with Hot Wheel cars, and I played with, this imaginary thought of being this, football player that owned this mansion and all these different things. So for me, it takes me back to that feeling. And so when I can help, I'm excited because I'm in that position of knowing what that felt like.
It's going to take mobilizing women, but it is going to take every one of us to see that happen. That has been the truth of any great movement.
We're looking to attract the people who know that this is where they belong. They're not just writing checks. They're holding events and they're saying every dime that you give, we're going to give it to a woman so that she can write a new chapter for her and her kids.
Just want to be clear that homeownership changed my life. Like, I am not the same person. And once I accomplished that goal, my thought was, well, hell, what can I do now?